right, hey Cosmos. Today I'm finally giving you my first week's set of assignments in the Cosmos Winter 2019 curriculum. This curriculum is meant to serve as kind of a guideline to getting you to draw better, be more consistent, and that's kind of like the whole point. Adhering to a schedule should hopefully make you draw more and draw better. And not only that, but if you do want to get better, you're gonna have to treat art as you do Smash, and you have to continuously practice it and look at art from an analytical perspective and a creative perspective. It's not easy, but I know you can do it. The curriculum itself is a little bit daunting, but it should not. It's not that hard, honestly. I might use some technical lingo, so always feel free to ask me if you have any questions, or if you have something you want me to clarify or help you with. I'm always here to help you with that. Or if you want me to review something you've drawn, I'm also here to help you with that. My goal with the curriculum is that we're going to go through week by week with a daily set of concepts, and the assignments should help you understand those concepts better or practice those concepts. Day one is today. Hopefully you can get this done. If you're not, no problem. But we're gonna go look into stylistic interest and art lingo. So you're gonna start learning words like rendering, anatomy, and gesture, and find out what those mean. Use any means necessary to find out what those mean by yourself, so you can get the best perspective as possible, not just from me. And I want you to pick out 3 pieces of artwork that have one thing in common that you can point out. It's important that you can point this out and explain to me why all 3 pieces shared this one thing, and also talk about the other parts of each piece that makes it different from one another. It's all part of the process. So do your best to explain these things. Next, we're going to talk about relativity. With each of these days, you're going to do a draw box warm-up assignment, and you're going to pick any of the previous headshot pieces you've used as practice and try to recopy it again. I wanted you to start learning how to pay attention how you've drawn a line or a part of the body or anything, and using that as like a metric for something else. So if you've drawn one line length a certain length, you should understand that every other line that you draw should be relatively longer or shorter to that line that you've drawn. And this will help improve your accuracy. The next thing we're going to start learning how to do is expression. And from like a list of emojis, yes, emojis, we're gonna try to draw 5 expressions using as few lines as possible. The point of this is to start getting to understand expression, emotions, and how to convey those things in as simple ways as possible. Because a lot of anime art is really ingrained in how you are expressing a character, because it's not always tied to reality, and it doesn't have to be. That's okay. So try to copy some of these emojis, and then try to start getting a feel of what kind of patterns in drawing these faces express what emotion. Like what makes something look happier, what makes something look sadder or more excited or embarrassed, something like that. The next several assignments are gonna be learning parts of the body. We're gonna start getting to the basics of eye shape. So for parts 1 and 2, you're going to be copying eyes. Really plain and simple. Do your best, use as much detail as you want. And same thing for the next parts, head shapes parts 1 and 2. You're going to be copying heads and start getting yourself familiar with how the head looks. It might look a lot different or feel a lot different drawing than how you might be used to, or what you thought a head should look like. And these are exercises to get you familiar with the body. Finally, we're going to do a week 1 self-analysis, and you're going to warm up with drawing some eyes that you think look cool, 2 pairs of eyes. And finally, review your first several attempts at copying, and you're going to start learning how to red line. So using a red pen or pencil tool on your iPad, you're going to draw in or label or circle areas that you think you did incorrectly. You don't have to fix it. You just need to start recognizing your own mistakes now that you have more practice and knowledge. And this will be like your first benchmark of how much you can improve in a single week. And of course, with all these, don't feel pressured to complete everything to a T. I'm trying to do my best to push you to do as much as you can in the given time that you have. I know you're a busy dude, but like I said, you get out what you put in. If it looks too hard for you, still do your best. I'm not gonna back down on that. Try your best, because you're not gonna improve and you're not gonna realize where you can improve unless you start making mistakes. And the more mistakes you make earlier, the fewer you're gonna make later. All right, and that should be about it. As always, let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be here to answer them.